Good afternoon, Julia, and thanks for taking the time to have this conversation with me this afternoon. Pleasure working with you. And I just want to go through a couple things about your experience. Just to go back a little bit, how and when did we first connect?
Well, we met through a leadership program, and you shared a little bit about what you did and how you help people find what they were really looking for when it comes to career opportunities.
The kind of work that we did at the time, if you remember, and we may have similar remembrances, it was a little while ago, but what kind of work did we do and how did it impact what you were thinking about your career at that time?
At the time when we worked together, you helped me revamp my resume, get it looking much more polished in that sense of really allowing people to understand the impact I had had on my job and the results I had produced. Additionally, you were able to help me understand, when you're networking on LinkedIn, there's certain things to say to people that help them engage in a conversation much more naturally than just wanting to, hey, I want a job. And so I really thought that your tips, especially when it came to like how to connect on LinkedIn, was wonderful and just making it sound natural and easy. And I thought, once I got that revamped resume, that was really helpful to understand how do I think through the things I'm doing on the job that can easily show what a value I would be in my next role.
The work that we did certainly contributed to the outcome that you were considering at the time. And what kind of work are you doing today? And how did what we did get you to the point of, yes, I'm in this role and this fits and everything else that goes along with it?
Really, the conversations that we had that were asking me to think through what is it that I want to do? What would it look like that I want to do? Those were really thought-provoking questions that at the time I thought, oh, how does this lead to anything? Actually, it led to everything. So if you can continue to think through where you're going and what you want to do, not just necessarily from a task and tactical standpoint, but from a big picture standpoint, that was really helpful in the big picture in the long term of landing that next step for me.
So, just one final question or thoughts that you may have on this. What recommendations or observations would you have for somebody who may be considering working through this process, and any recommendations you might have for them?
Working through the process of figuring out your next career step, it can be hard. And you can feel like, gosh, I'm not getting anywhere when I'm applying for these jobs. And I think I know what I want to do, but is that really what I want to do? The great thing about working with someone like you is you really are allowing them to help flush out where they want to go. Like you said, not one step, but maybe two and three steps forward. And that has a ton of value when you think through how to position yourself in the marketplace for not just the job that you're going for right now, but the one that you're going to get two and three steps down the road. And I think working with someone like you allows someone to actually have accountability, have a bigger picture, and someone to have an outside mirror reflecting back what you're saying. And that is truly helpful when you're thinking about what is my next career step and how am I going to get there?
My role is not to define anything about what you and your career and your life goals are all about. Unless you tell me you're going to rob a bank or start selling drugs, then I'll object. And you were absolutely a pleasure to work with. We've kept in contact since we first started working together, and I'm thrilled that you're in the role you're in right now. And I know you're up to here with it, which is exactly how you like to do things. So I really appreciate you taking the time this afternoon, and we'll be in touch.
All right, thank you.
You got it.